Tyler from Until We Agree.
Yes, Matt from Until We Agree.
There's only one way to save the TikTok ban coming this weekend. You know what that is?
Convince them to sell the company to a U.S. company, of course.
No, I talked to them. They said if we can pull off... I talked to the Supreme Court, by the way. They said if we can pull off a great Obama impression, one of us can pull off a great Obama impression to throw it to Hutch to start this episode, they might reconsider.
Hit it, Hutch.
You know what it is now, boys and girls of the podcast world. Matt and Tyler on the mics. They're gonna stay here until they agree. They're gonna stay here until they agree. Oh, thank you for listening. This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.
And TikTok is saved.
Wow, you're welcome.
Thank you to me, actually. Thank you to me. And thank you to you for leveraging our power on the app to get us that opportunity. We've caught a hot streak, and I think they're trying to take us out more than anybody else.
I know, it's such a bummer. Did you see that last
night?
I
wouldn't be surprised.
Oh,
sorry.
I don't want to talk. I'm not. Hey,
No,
thanks for having me on. This has been Matt. Until We
I
Agree.
would say
enjoy Tyler the rest of the episode.
Sorry. I was just gonna make a big flower joke. That's dated. It's a new year. That's on me. Why don't you go ahead?
We had such a good.
Who did you see last night, man?
I didn't see anyone last night.
It could have been anybody.
If you had heard what I was saying to you. Did you see that I posted a TikTok last night after you posted one that got our second most views ever? I think the week of
That's
TikTok
crazy.
getting banned.
I think more people are just getting on TikTok, getting their scrolls in because they are soon to be gone.
Yeah.
Those scrolls are soon to be extinct even.
Yep. Enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy Until We Agree while it lasts. We'll see what happens.
We'll be moving to Reels. If it really goes away, we'll be moving to Reels.
Not Reels, man. Yeah, we're going to
Reels are toxic.
We're going to Reels, but that is what it is. Speaking of Reels, welcome back to Until We Agree. This is not what we're speaking of Reels about, by the way. This is Matt from Until We Agree, joined as always with Tyler from Until We Agree. We are Until We Agree. Speaking of Reels, for those of you who are listening to this episode after it's released, which I would argue is everyone but editor Matt. Hey, it's editor Matt.
100%.
Yep.
Mostly
everyone.
Almost 100%.
Mostly everyone, yeah. You will already be able to see this reel because I am making it tonight after this episode is finished recording. Because do you see what's on the agenda first for today?
Yes, and I'm excited about it because you texted me about it too, and you only text me about bangers.
Pure heat.
Like when there's stories.
Yeah.
And so I was very excited because I don't ask questions because I want my genuine reaction to be live on air. And so let me get in that headspace. And I'm there. Let's go.
I'm glad that headspace didn't take too long to get into after last week.
Hold on. You've thrown me off actually by not jumping straight in. Let me get back into it.
Okay.
And I'm here. All right.
Okay.
We're good.
So on Saturday, this is what happened. I was snowed in, which means I was at home.
Edward?
No, it was snow. Oh, good point. No, snow fell on Friday. And so I was snowed in Friday and Saturday for the most part. So.
Did you help it up?
So.
That was a 7-second pause.
I'm going to leave it in just so people know how sick and tired I am of this show. I wish this show was ending now. And not TikTok.
Enough of the great jokes, I guess.
No.
That's on me. I'll wear that. Let's go ahead and get back to this awesome story.
Here's the thing. If you have a great joke, feel free to share it. I'm waiting to hear the first one. Okay. So.
Okay. Well, I've got you too, but we'll keep it a live count.
I was sitting downstairs, which I never do. I never sit downstairs in my house because I don't know why. I just don't. That's not where I go. But I was stuck at home feeling a little dangerous. And so I go downstairs. NFL playoffs have started this weekend. And so I decide, let me just watch the NFL playoffs on TV, as you will.
Sure.
So I do that. I put the games on. That's all that the story has to do with what was on TV. There's nothing else to the story about the TV. I'm laying like half. I'm on like a couch that's facing towards the TV. So I'm like not laying down. But my whole body is on the couch. My feet are elevated, but I'm sitting upright against one of the arms of the couch. Feet, you know how couches are. You've sat on a couch before. You know how you can do that sometimes.
Everyone is familiar with the position in which you're talking.
Right. So that's how I was. I was on my laptop because if you didn't know, I'm getting married soon. And
Wait, you are?
yeah, with that, that means we have to find a place to live. Because believe it or not, I'm not going to live with my illiterate roommate after I'm married. So what that means is I was searching for places to live on my laptop. So you have the vision now. I'm sitting upright, feet propped up on the couch with my whole body, laptop on lap on, I believe, I don't want to just give them too much just free advertising, but let's call
bare feet.
Let's call it, no, not the feet part.
Oh, my bad. So my feet were, whoa. My mind went straight there.
Yeah, that usually does.
Still is.
Yeah, it's still Zillow. I was on Zillow looking for places to live. So I'm doing all this, and then as I'm sitting there looking down, I don't see much of what happens. Let me paint the picture for you too, because you've never been in this house either. It's 2-story. I live on the upstairs, and there's
Wait, what's the first story? Boom, joke number 3. All right, let's keep it rolling.
So I'm on. There's a couple rooms upstairs, including an attic, which I'll get to it. Anyways, there's a balcony that oversees from the top to the bottom into the living room where I'm sitting. I'm sitting right below.
Is there a name for that, like an indoor balcony?
An awning, a terrace? I don't know. I'm not totally sure, but what I do know is as I'm sitting, I see something fall from the balcony right at my feet.
Okay,
Just like,
and we're talking socked up or just like completely bare?
Are you asking about the feet or what fell?
Yes, no, your feet.
They were socked.
Just to get a good
They were
picture.
socked up. They were socked up because it was snowing. It was cold.
Okay. I'm less interested, but let's go.
Okay. Let me get you onto warm air rises, cold air sinks, or the other way around. I don't remember exactly. So
What? No, you got it.
So it was cold downstairs unless it gets hot upstairs. Cold air sinks, warm air rises, cold air sinks. Right?
You keep saying it.
Is that right?
I don't know. I don't know if. See, that's the thing. I've never heard about cold air. I know that heat rises, but I don't know if cold air sinks.
Okay.
I would assume it does just be because the heat rises that it is typically cooler on the bottom, but I don't know.
Sure. So all that being said, feet covered with socks. I'm sorry to break it just to you alone. Okay.
Unlucky.
So I see this like little shape barely come past me. Then I hear like a thud, like a. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it was like a little tom drum.
Yeah, exactly. But it was quick. And so I go, what could that be? I was like, surely we have some lights that hang up on our balcony. I was like, surely that's not what that was. And I move my legs a little bit to see what fell onto the couch. Bro, a live mouse. A live mouse falls at the base of my feet, and I didn't know what to do about it. It burrowed itself in the other armrest of the couch, and I shoot up into action, but I don't know what to do. And the reel is live on TikTok and Instagram at Until We Agree. I know we said to go check it out every week. I captured like 10 videos showing the whole process of trying to catch this mouse. I'll give you like a quick rundown. I'm standing up. It comes out of that arm cushion, and it kind of stands in the middle for a second, and then it runs into the arm cushion that I was sitting against earlier. So now what we're looking at is this mouse buried. I can barely see it, but I know it's still there. And then I don't have anything to catch it with. And that's really where the dilemma gets, is how do I don't want to lose sight of it. That's the most important thing, is you don't want to lose sight of it, because if you lose sight of it, then it runs away, it's gone forever, and you don't have a chance. The reason I didn't want to talk about it earlier, we've been finding mouse droppings for a while. We've had traps out. And there were traps in the kitchen.
And this mouse dropped for real.
This was just the mouse. We've had mouse droppings. This was the mouse dropping. And so we thought we got rid of it because we had some traps out, and it ate some of the trap, and then the droppings went away, and we haven't seen anything since. I did find more in the attic, but I just figured it was the same mouse, and that's where it was living, and it would come downstairs to find stuff. And so I moved the mouse trap up into the attic, which is on the, spoiler alert, the attic is on the top floor, as attics are known to be. And so
Little did you know you needed that trap in midair in between the first and second
that's
floor.
exactly where it needed to be, and it's a bummer that we didn't have it there. So I go, this mouse more or less has been living in this house, I believe, for months now. I thought it was gone, but it feels like it just feels like it's the same mouse. It knew its way around too well to know that it can drop onto the couch and get going to business downstairs and find where the food is. Anyways, what am I talking about? Okay, yeah. So I'm in this stare off, and what I've realized is every time it pokes its head out, it doesn't like it. When I realized it can't go down any further. I was like, can it burrow into the couch further? No, it can't, because if it would have already done it by now. So I realized that if I like shouted like a quick but louder, it would go back into the cushion, and that would give me enough time to get to the kitchen and grab an item to like trap it on top of the mouse. So that's my psychology right now. So I do it, and I get into the kitchen. I realize I don't know what I want to trap this mouse with. I didn't have a plan going into the kitchen, so I just grab 2 pretty small like glass Tupperware containers, and that doesn't feel like it does the trick either. And so I'm kind of in the stare off with this mouse. It won't come out either. So I can't even get the Tupperware over it if I wanted to. So I'm just kind of lost. And then I think, what if I just get it outside? And so that ultimately, again, go check the whole process. It's on Instagram and TikTok for 5 more days on TikTok, Instagram forever, hopefully. Go watch the process, because eventually I get the mouse. I lose it for a second, and then I look at it, does one quick move, and it's out the door. And so probably the second best case scenario was I got it out the door. But yeah, it wasn't like scary the whole time, but like you don't want a rodent falling on you. And you can quote me on that.
No, and that's definitely true. I would argue that maybe it felt like it was okay to be on that couch since there was already a rodent on the couch.
Right. How cool would it have been if it was a rat? I know it would have been way worse of a situation. But what if it was?
That's what I'm saying. It's like its brother was already on. There was already a rat
right,
on
and
the
that's
couch,
probably why
so
it was feeling confident.
I'll be comfortable here.
It was feeling confused. But yeah, that was. It kind of got the juices flowing in a way I haven't felt in a while, just because you kind of experience a rat, a wild animal falling on you, and then it's like, how do you? I wanted to be a problem solver. I wanted to solve the problem, because like you don't get to solve problems in your daily life of this magnitude, and it was fun to do so. But it was also kind of stressful because there were a lot of places that could have gone and it would have stayed in the house and I would have never seen it again. This was my chance to get rid of it. So I hope it can't find its way back in too easily. It may have already found its way back in. I don't know, but it was in here, and now it's not in here that I know of. But yeah, that was the mouse story.
I can't wait to see that.
Pretty wild. Yeah. So go check it out on all our socials. It's up there. You know what? I might even throw it on YouTube Shorts. Why not?
Do it. And well, that makes me jealous, because the only infestation I've had was when I first moved in, and there were a bunch of ants, and those aren't as cute and fun to film even.
No, ants.
They're kind of just gross.
Ants are just devastating to find in your house, because they're.
Yeah, it was right when I moved in, and they're like, there's always moving in a line and stuff, and you're like, where are you guys going,
dude?
And so it was tough to see.
Can I put you on to pheromones for like 1 second? Ants go crazy with pheromones, because I had an ant situation in the same house last spring. And they got into all my food, and you got to like really like do some real work to get all the pheromones out, because once they drop the pheromones, all the ants just show up at that place, because they're like saying, hey, food's here. And man, did I have food in my kitchen? Didn't think that would ever be a problem, but it was with the ants. Yeah, not a big fan of ants.
What does the world come to that you can't even have food in your kitchen anymore?
Yeah, man.
Unless there are ants.
Politics, man. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. We're leaving that behind in 2024. That's what I'll say.
So true. So true. All right. What is there anything you want to talk about? What do we what do we have on your
I don't know.
On your plate?
Yours says an idea. This is just a quick little thing, because I put in the chat. Yeah. I don't know if you see that. I said, also, what's the deal with Halloween?
I did.
Now, here's the thing. Yeah. You know, sometimes I remember when I thought of jokes. Remember when I thought of the joke about Inside Out 2?
You're going to have to refresh me a little bit here.
The Inside Out 2 joke was, that's what I call my socks, because they're inside out and there's 2 of them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's
remember that joke?
It feels familiar. Yeah.
So
did you say
joke.
that on our podcast?
Yeah.
The 112th ranked comedy podcast in the world if you're in Lebanon?
Yeah, I'd argue that's one of the reasons we climbed that high on the comedy charts.
Okay. Sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, so this joke, who knows, could launch us to number 10 or 1 if people think it's funny enough. People feel the same about Halloween.
You have a prepared. Is this a prepared joke right now?
Yeah, no, I wrote this.
Okay, the floor is yours.
Okay, so it goes. Also.
Okay.
Okay. No. Cut that out.
No. It's
Gotta
in.
cut it out.
It's in. Yeah.
Okay. All right. But imagine it's like a Seinfeld style joke, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Seinfeld.
So it's like, also, what's the deal with Halloween? What are we scared of? Ourselves? Because you're dressing up as other people. It's kind of deep, actually. It's more of a philosophy joke.
It's more. Yeah.
than
It's
a Halloween joke.
It's not. It's more of what's the word? It's like a
Bad joke.
An idiom? No.
Just a bad joke.
A mantra? No. A soliloquy?
No, it's a
soliloquy. There's like a word for it, like a saying to live by. Like
a saying to live by. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the word either. But no, I like coming up with bad jokes.
What was the joke? What was the punchline?
Because it's like, what's the deal with Halloween? Maybe what we're really afraid of is just being ourselves. Because like Halloween's scary, but it's because you're dressing up as someone else.
Wait, I forgot to laugh. Do it one more time.
I would rather not.
No, do it one more time. I promise to laugh.
No, because I don't like doing bad jokes. I just like doing them once, calling them a bad joke, and moving on.
You've already done it twice, though, so what's one more?
Well, really, I messed up the first time, so the second time was really the first time.
Do you want to do the sock joke one more time? That was a good one.
Inside Out 2? That's what I call my socks, because there's 2 of them, and they're inside out.
Yeah.
And that's about the movie Inside Out 2.
Yeah.
But it's also a play on the fact that my socks are kind of unkempt.
Sure. Can I bail you out of this and talk about what I wanted to talk about today?
Yeah, you said an idea.
Yes, an idea. I didn't want to spoil this for you because you're not gonna like what I have to say because it's gonna sound like it's gonna make me sound like a liar, frankly, and I get that. But I want to bring it to you because this is actually the truth. I don't care if you call it my truth or just the actual truth because this is the actual truth that I thought of this a long time ago. So,
what does that mean?
Let me say in maybe 7th or 8th grade for us, which I don't remember. I don't know exactly the year. I just know it was before we were driving because my sister's boyfriend at the time had to drive me because he was babysitting me one weekend while my whole family was out of town. And
you're being babysat in 8th grade?
Not
just question.
Babysat in the sense that like I needed someone to like drive me places and he stayed at the house.
Okay.
So you could argue it's exactly what babysitting is.
Did he make your food too or what?
I can't imagine he did. I really can't. I just think he was free that weekend and had nothing better to do. So he drove me to see the Hunger Games.
I remember that.
Are you familiar with Jennifer Lawrence?
Yes.
And the movie The Hunger Games?
The movie The Hunger Games where I don't want to get into the plot just in case there are any spoilers, but I have seen it. I've read the book even.
I'm going to spoil the whole plot because...
Oh. Are you about to say you had the idea for The Hunger Games?
No.
Okay, good.
After I saw the movie The Hunger Games, I had the idea for Fortnite.
Okay.
I had the idea for Fortnite.
I'm pretty sure. No. I'm pretty sure every person who's ever played a video game after they saw Hunger Games was like, "Why don't they make a game about this?"
Right.
So I don't want to hear it. That was before Battle Royale became a thing.
Hear me out though. I said to myself, in my head, I was like, if I could make a game, I would make a game just like the Hunger Games, and not only would people like it, I said it would be the biggest game in the world because the Hunger Games was the biggest movie in the world at the time. And I was like, what better thing could there be to just like drop people? Because anyways, if you've seen the Hunger Games, you know what the Hunger Games is. If you know what Fortnite is, it's essentially the same thing, but a video game. And I
hate to tell you
it was my idea.
Fortnite is not the first of its kind. Like Fortnite was after a long line of games that were battle royales that just didn't find the same popularity. And then Fortnite came along and kind of stole all that because it was so kid friendly.
Okay. So what I'm saying is I made up the entire genre, which would make me even richer.
Okay.
That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying I didn't get in and code the game and use binary to make little little banana people run around.
All this is
with
proving
guns.
is you don't understand anything about how computers work.
Binary? Yeah, I know how computers work. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, no, binary. Yeah,
zeros and ones.
That's what all the games are made in now. Yeah, binary.
At their core, they are. I would guarantee you they are. Are they not? Binary makes code. Code makes games. Am I wrong?
Binary makes code and code makes games. We'll have to fact check that, I think.
No, that's 100% right. Don't even fact check it because that's what it is. The point is the second I saw that, I was like, they should turn this into a game. So I don't know if anyone could have thought it faster than me. So it's still my idea first. No?
I don't think so. I think everybody on Earth had the same idea as you at the same time.
If I was 15 years older at the time, I would have been able to make Fortnite first. I was before my time. I didn't have.
You'd also be 42 right now.
Okay, yes, I understand that. I'm not saying. That's what I'm trying to say is me who saw the Hunger Games did not have the resources or the know-how to make that game, but I was an idea guy. I'm an idea guy. I have this great idea for a business that I've told you about that we can't talk about on the podcast, and it's a guaranteed moneymaker. All I have are ideas. The problem is I don't have the see-through. I can't bring stuff to life. And that's where I need someone to like come alongside me. I need the guy who knows how to do binary, you know?
Right. I mean, I think we could find somebody who can code. I know a ton of people who can code, but I don't know if I know a ton of people who can just make a video game out of scratch.
And I don't want to anymore.
Especially we would, because not only this, we would have to go back in time.
That's
at
the
this
thing
point
is we had to
be first to market.
Travel back in time. And at that point, would it be easier just to kill baby Hitler if we have a time machine?
Right. And that goes beyond binary. And I've been trying to talk about this for ages, and you won't let me.
Right. Yeah, because I don't think you're prepared to talk about it. But we'll get to it one day. Once we'll talk about it in New York at 5,000 followers. We can talk about it.
Sounds good to me.
There's a couple of other things.
Speaking of New York.
Okay.
We'll get to that later. But first.
Okay.
Matt Trivia. From Tyler. That's what's next on the agenda.
Matt from...
Now I have two... Oh. Go ahead. No, say your thing.
I was going to say Matt from Until We Agree loves these. Editor Matt from Until We Agree hates these because they're kind of a hassle to edit. But I love them so much. Anyways.
No, don't worry. I have two options for you.
Wow.
So, one is about a celebrity that shares your name. Trivia about that person. Okay. Two is about your favorite show of all time.
May I ask one clarifying question before I decide?
Yes.
Is the rest of my favorite celebrities named Thew McConaughey?
No.
Then I'm going to go with my favorite show of all time because I think Matthew McConaughey is only because I feel like it might be about Matt Damon. I don't know Matt Damon as well as I would claim to be. If you listen to the last 15 seconds of most episodes of Until We Agree, we're real Matt Damon heads. I don't know a lot of Matt Damon, but I do know my favorite show of all time.
And what's that?
High School Musical, the musical, the series, or How I Met Your Mother.
All right.
I don't know which
Starting off easy.
Okay.
What is the name of the high school they attend?
East High in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
EJ is the captain of which team?
The water polo team, which you would think he's the coolest kid in school with as the captain of the water polo team, but he is. Next question.
Think you're doing well? Next, what number was Nene wearing at the auditions?
Ooh.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. You're a pervert if you get this right.
Okay. Gina's number 1. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no. This is a good question.
You are a sick puppy if you get this right. This is children's show on Disney Plus.
It's not a children's show. It's not a children's show. It's not a children's show. It's
no. Go ahead. What's the number? I can give you 4 numbers if because this is multiple choice.
It is multiple choice. Okay, I want the multiple choice. Yeah. Okay. Also, this show is not a kids. It's not just a kids show.
5.
They use cuss words.
16 or 12.
5, 1, 16 or 12. 5, 1, 16 or 12. It's not 1. That's Gina. 5, 1, 5, 16 or 12. 5, 16 or 12. 5 doesn't feel right either. She's too much of a nobody to get number 5. 12 or 16. 12 or 16. 12.
Wrong. It was number 16. Only real ones know this. So apparently you're not a real one.
What is this? Is this from BuzzFeed?
It might be from BuzzFeed. Now, why does Big Red know so much about High School Musical?
It plays at his orthodontist's. No, his allergist's office.
Dude, this is so sad.
I
played on repeat at his allergist's office.
Yeah. But there's no sound on, so he can only read.
This is sad. Yeah. No, this is sad for real. EJ finds out that Miss Jin didn't cast him as Troy because... And I can give you the multiple choice if you need it, but it seems like you're doing just fine.
It's like weird. It's from episode 8. He steals Miss Jin's binder and sees what she says. He's a classic Troy on paper. Lacks emotional connection to the material.
He didn't show enough emotion.
The actual phrasing is exactly what I said, by the way.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What is the name of Natalie's emotional support hamster?
Oh, the thing is I hate Natalie. Natalie Bagwell is the worst character in the whole show, so I don't know if I care. Rudy?
Would you like the 4 choices?
Yeah,
that's not one of them.
I went for the 4 choices.
Giggles,
no.
Elliot,
no.
Gus,
no.
or Gary/Jerry. I'm not sure how they're pronouncing it.
It's not Giggles. Gus, Gary. Wait, what? Can you say them again?
Giggles, Elliot, Gus, or Gary/Jerry, depending on how they're pronouncing that. It's with a G. Jerry with a G.
It's gotta be Gary with a G, I think.
It's Elliot.
It's not Elliot.
So you've missed 2. You can't miss anymore.
Natalie.
I don't know how many are on this.
Okay.
What food did Gina bring to Ashlyn's party?
Like a gluten-free cupcake.
It's okay. It was a cupcake. It didn't even get that specific. It just said cupcake.
Gluten-free with turkeys on the icing. Yeah, next question.
You're disgusting. You're disgusting.
Bro, okay, they cuss in this show. It's not for children.
You're disgusting straight up. All right. What movie do Miss Jin and Mr. Mazzara watch on Thanksgiving?
Big Hero 6.
Okay.
Next question. Come on.
What game was Nene playing with her grandma in episode 1?
Uno. Next question. No, wait.
No, you got it right. It's
okay, yeah. I saw it before I read it.
Last one.
Okay.
We know EJ is captain of the water polo team.
Yeah, we do.
But what is Carlos captain of?
It's like the High School Musical fan club at East High or something. And is that like in the right ballpark? Because there's something else I think too.
Well, I can give you the 4. It's dance team, tennis team, chess team, or color guard.
I think it's color guard.
Yep, you are right.
Come on, son. He's also the co-president of the High School Musical fan club at this school. But that's
you're disgusting.
Well,
technically
he's the historian. But anyways,
we have to do the Matt Damon quiz too because that was gross to hear, and we need to leave our listeners just a little maybe.
Why? Because I did too good.
Less creeped out.
It's not creepy. There's nothing creepy about it. Anyways.
No, a little less creeped out for sure. Which movie did Matt Damon star as an underdog lawyer alongside actor Danny DeVito? Good Will Hunting, Rounders, Dogma, or The Rainmaker?
The Rainmaker.
That's right. How do you know that?
I didn't know. That none of them sounded right.
Okay. Which character did Matt Damon play in the movie The Talented Mr. Ripley? Tom Ripley, Dickie Greenleaf, Freddie Miles, or Alvin McCarran?
I'm going to go with whoever Tom Ripley is.
That's right.
Okay.
Two on Matt Damon.
That was a context clues moment for me.
Which actor did he play alongside with in the movie Rounders? Ben Affleck, Jude Law, Edward Norton, or George Clooney?
Those who know Matt know it's always going to be Ben Affleck.
It was Edward Norton. Sorry about that.
That was my 4th guess for that.
2 for 3. 2 for 3. What was Matt Damon's character's background in the movie Ocean's 11?
Bro,
A slick con man?
Can we get more High School Musical the series questions?
Nope. B, a talented pickpocket. C, ammunition specialist. Or D, a former FBI agent.
Oh, it feels like he would be the former FBI agent out of that group.
He was a talented pickpocket. You've
I
already missed
knew
2.
it.
One more and we'll stop
okay,
this.
Thank goodness. Downsizing.
I'm actually just checking if there's any downsizing questions at all.
Let me get a downsizing question. Kristen Wiig, downsizing.
There's no downsizing questions. That's a little.
This is not even a real Matt Damon quiz then.
Okay, well, this one you'll know. In college, he wrote his first draft of the screenplay for which movie? Dogma, Saving Private Ryan, Syriana, or Good Will Hunting?
Ooh, I think it's Good Will Hunting.
Correct. You're a Matt Damon expert.
No
man.
way. Was that it? Am I done?
Sure, yeah, we can call it there. Matt Damon trivia is not as fun.
Give me one Matt Damon trivia question off the top of your head.
Okay. If you had to pick one movie in which Matt Damon starred in where he was big but now he's little, what would that be? A.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, sorry.
A. The Martian.
Okay.
B. Good Will Hunting.
Ooh.
C. Downsizing. Or D. That one where he had the ponytail for some reason.
The one where he had the ponytail for some reason or downsizing. I'm going to go with downsizing, C.
Wow. Good job.
Matt Damon expert. You have no more High School Musical the series questions? Would now be a good time for me to get into all the drama that happened off screen, or no?
I think
we'll get into it.
I think maybe for the yearly special, for the 1 year show, that'll be good.
Everything we don't want to talk about, we just push to 1 year. Okay, yep. Okay, that's fine. Let's get into Q&A then,
dude. Let's do it now. This is where I was supposed to come in. Okay, okay. So earlier I said, speaking of New York, and then I said, well, we'll get to that. So now we're here. So Ronnie lives in New York. Last week, which was 2 weeks ago for us, 1 week ago for you guys, Ronnie said, I have to wait another week because we had to push the Q&A because we recorded back-to-back. We stacked episodes. So we couldn't see the Q&A because the episode had just dropped. So, yes, you did have to wait another week. I was going to have Ronnie jump on the show live, but at the time, Ronnie is not home. I'm looking at his location right now. I know where he is on the map and where he should be to be home, dude, and he's not there.
Why do you have his location and not mine?
You've never shared your location with me, so that's part of it.
Do you share yours back with him?
Yeah, and we can do that.
Okay, I'm doing it right now.
Okay, perfect.
That stinks.
And so here's the thing. Ronnie, we would love to have you next week, live on Until We Agree, to go over some Q&A with us. If you would like to accept that offer, just let us know in the comments like you always do, and we'll schedule a time. So, boom, there's that. Next, Ronnie said, what did Noah say? For some reason, I fell asleep once he started talking.
Yeah.
And now, here's the crazy part. Noah is in this little server that we have where we record.
Did not know that.
And so he must have seen that, and he put a little emote in that's called Hammy Ham.
Okay.
I'm not joking.
Okay.
This emote's called Hammy Ham, and it's a little guy peeking out behind a bottle of water for some reason. Don't know why he put that there. I guess he's upset at what Ronnie had to say. But quick recap.
Yeah, he looks mad.
What Noah did say when he said that he got his wife a Roomba and he got a puffer jacket, he just I got my girlfriend a Roomba and she got me a puffer jacket. I told him that when I was there, and then he just lied and said that.
No way.
Yeah, he's a disgusting, filthy liar. Except what he said about Chick-fil-A is true. We did not get our nuggets. We still haven't to this day.
And I think maybe what Ronnie is getting at with his question is I waited a week to get this recording from Noah. Let's be real for a second. We love Noah. We love Noah on the show. He's our favorite guest. An absolute snoozer of an answer. This guy usually brings such dynamite little voice clips every time he sends something in. And I think what happened is Ronnie and I both fell asleep. I was editing the podcast the night before.
To be fair.
And I woke up 8 hours later and I was still editing the Noah clip.
To be fair, I don't remember if it was late night or early morning I think it was early morning, wasn't it? When we're like, hey, we need that clip if you have it.
It was late night.
On the buzzer beater. Yeah. So he was probably tired. He was probably falling asleep. So now, did he have 7 days just about to send it in? Yes, he did. He had 7 days to send it in. He didn't send it in until the buzzer beater.
Yeah.
But that's probably explains that. Next time we'll iron that out and it won't be an issue.
Sure.
So for Ronnie's third question of the day. He said, have you tried lying to your barber and make up a fake life? It would be great improv practice. Now, this got me thinking. I have not done that. 2, would it be ethically okay to do that? Like, would I feel okay doing that? I don't know. But I think that sounds really fun.
I think you have to try it and see how you feel afterwards.
Would you do that?
Is that not, you only tell the truth to your barber? Only tell the truth.
I can't think of a scenario where I've been put in a spot, like backed into a corner where I felt like I had to lie to a barber.
Oh, well, you're not going to the barber the right way then. Speaking, I know we're not at the Kim question yet. Kim was aghast that we don't talk to our hairdressers because she says that one of her best friends is her former hairdresser, now hairdresser and best friend, because they got along so well at the hair appointment.
That sounds great. Here's what I would say that I think answers that concern and is a banger joke at the same time.
Okay.
Hairdresser, I hardly know her.
Yeah, and I would actually agree completely with what you just said.
So that's where we'll leave that because I would rather tell about a fake life than talk about my real life to a hairdresser.
Sure. No,
not because they're a hairdresser, but because they're being fake nice to me, and I don't need that.
Right. They just want money from you. Don't ever forget that.
If they're a good person, like if I for some reason clicked like Kim did with theirs, like I don't think it would be a problem.
I bet you would share your location with him way before you share it with me.
Maybe. And that'd be okay.
We've been friends for years, bro. Never shared locations.
Are you crying?
We've been to corners of the earth together. As long as those corners of the earth are Knoxville to Austin, Texas, to South Carolina to Florida. If those are the 4 corners of the earth.
Are those the only states we've been to?
No, we've been to New York too.
Yeah, okay.
And we've driven through North Carolina. No, we've been to North Carolina together too to see that concert. We drove probably through Georgia at some point.
Right?
Yeah. So that's...
No, you're listing states for sure.
Yeah.
And
so we've been to all those places, never once shared locations. It makes me even question if you should even be my best man. And I'm seeing you this week for the first time in a year, and I don't even know how to feel about it anymore because you share your location with all your other friends, but not me.
Bro, here's the thing. We're sharing locations now.
Yeah.
Some people just don't like sharing location also.
Bro, I would have killed to do that.
I'm new to it. I'm new to sharing locations. Okay. I have a bunch of people's locations that I don't have any right to, you know?
Keep bragging about it. That's sick. Yeah, people you don't even care about.
Obama.
People you don't even care. Okay. People you don't even care about get your location, but not little old me. Anyways.
Oh, little old you, bro. And here's why.
Okay.
Because maybe I was going to plan on surprising you, and now I can't.
Maybe.
Now I can't. Now it's all gone. So let's move on.
Kim
what did Kim ask?
If you could combine any 2 instruments, what would you make? I've thought about this a lot. And the answer is so simple. You need to combine a digital keyboard and a laptop.
So you just didn't want to answer the question?
No,
is that what?
Have you ever?
That's what you're going with?
Have you? Anyone who's ever made music? That's all you need, truly, to make any music ever.
I knew that you might say something like that because I was thinking similar. I was like, yeah, you can kind of make everything out of a piano, but I wanted more of like a cool approach.
Okay.
Of like an actual answer maybe, and so I think, and a lot of them like are already real because like there's like guitar leles where it's like a guitar, but it's a ukulele size, but it has 6 strings like a guitar.
Okay.
And it's, same tuning as a guitar. And there's
what's
like,
one more fact about the
basses,
guitar lele?
That they sell them at Guitar Center. Cordoba makes one, I believe.
Okay.
And so yeah,
bro, I'm still kind of mad about the location thing. I don't know how.
And that's awesome. And here's the thing, Khalid, send me your location.
I already did.
And I sent it back to you. So now we're good to go.
Just feels kind of empty at this point.
Okay, know. Would you like to stop sharing?
No.
Okay. All right.
What's your answer to the question?
I was trying to get to it, but you kept interrupting me.
You were describing an instrument that already exists. That's not the question.
Yeah, so I was just going through my thought process. And so finally, imagine if you could put together drums and a piano. And I'm not talking about like a beat pad. No, I'm not talking about like a beat pad like that. I'm talking about like somehow you can play where you have like a lo-fi beat with a piano, like, pads in the back or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. You can do it on a computer.
Okay.
Yeah. All I know is music is dead, just like this friendship is kind of getting to that point.
I'm so uncomfortable with the fact that now I have to go face to face with you here in a few days.
I know.
And we have to make content together.
So we have to make so much. And TikTok's going to expire when we're together.
Get this. I know we talked about flights at some point. I'm getting there at like 10 in the morning and you're not getting there until 8 p.m. Bro, what am I doing?
Bro, I don't know what you're doing. I've told you I was the first person to book a flight. I probably sent you my exact flight like 4 months ago.
The only good thing is I'll be there early enough I can get at the van because we're getting a big passenger van.
Yeah, we are.
Please keep us in your thoughts because we have no right to be driving that thing.
No. In the streets of Miami, they've never seen something more dangerous in the streets than us.
We are a liability. But yeah, we'll have quite a few people jammed in that thing, and we're on an island in the middle of Miami. I looked at the address.
Island.
We're in the middle of Miami on an island somehow.
Yeah.
Like we are landlocked on an island. I don't understand, but we are.
Yeah, not to flex anything.
So that's really cool. I can't wait. I'm sure there'll be some content coming your way. Beach football, boogie boarding perhaps, and especially some fishing. I was going to ask you, let's just do this while I'm on air.
Yeah.
Because one day we're doing some fishing. The next day we're going to do the beach and then maybe some dinner. And everybody in the chat was asking what kind of clothes they should wear. And I said, nothing too crazy. Because in my head, I'm like, we're not going to some like crazy dinner, right?
Sure.
Like where would you like to go? This is your day. Where would you like to go?
Bro, here's the thing is I think I don't want to give you more work to do, but I think that just might be your job to figure out, bro.
But it's just it could be so easy because we can just go anywhere at like the day of. But if we want to make reservations to a nicer place, I would like to know because then I can do that.
Bro, here's the thing is I don't want to step on your toes is the thing. I don't want to get in the way. Bro, you know me. You know I'm happy with anything, bro.
Well, I might just in a couple days here send a message out into the chat and see where everybody wants to go. See what the vibe is,
bro,
and what everybody's feeling. Because I think more than anything, it's all about the boys being together.
And here's the thing is I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. I'm upstairs right now. It's hot. I'm getting goosebumps because warm air rises.
Because heat rises.
Still getting goosebumps.
Now, Matt asks, what's a way that Matt and Tyler are most similar?
Yes.
And I know that there's one correct answer, and if you don't say it, I'll air it out. But
okay,
I'll let you say what you think it is.
Okay, well, I thought about this, and I was like, man, this is kind of probably like the foundation of why we get along so well is because there was a moment that happened a long time ago that, anyways, I'll explain it. So we were at, I'll just say it, Longhorn Steakhouse. Free advertising again for the company that hates us. So we were at Longhorn Steakhouse, and again, correct me if I'm wrong. You ordered a baked potato, and you said like nothing on it, and you just asked for like a plain baked potato. And from what I remember, they just brought you like an uncooked potato, like not even cut open, just like a raw potato. Is this correct? Did this happen?
No, that did not happen.
Was it a baked potato that just wasn't?
It was a baked potato, but they don't. If you don't want anything on it, they don't open it. So you open it and then you put the butter and salt and pepper and whatever you want on it. Afterwards.
Okay. So my answer to the question is you and I are the most similar in the fact that if something goes wrong with our meal, we would not like burden a waiter to like take the food back. And I swear
that is true.
I swear we've had a moment. It may not have been the baked potato, but I swear we were at a Longhorn Steakhouse once, and like something went pretty horribly wrong at the Longhorn Steakhouse. And I think it happened to you. And I think you just choked it down anyways.
Ooh, I don't remember what it would have been, but that does sound like me.
Yeah, it does.
I would never ask. I would let a waiter spit in my food before I'd say thank you.
Yeah, take you outside.
There's not much.
Bend you over his knee and then give you a spanking, and you would again say thank you.
I would say thank you. Can I speak to your manager? And then the manager would come over and say, I just want you to know how great your employee is doing.
Exactly.
So, yeah, there's not much that could deter me from a tip even. Like I'll tip. But no, that's not what I was going to say. I don't remember that. But I was just going to say our skin complexion because we're both pretty pale, pasty
you
guys.
make a great point there as well. I think that's another great answer.
Yeah.
That's all I had to say.
So now we're 2 for 2.
Yeah. Man, for the first time in a long time, we're ending on an until we agree moment.
We have agreed until next time.
Next time
we'll see, and then we'll see each other in person.
We're a live recording together. Dare we do it? I don't know.
We might. Remember when I told you one of my throwaway jokes for my best man speech?
Yeah.
And you liked it. Yeah. And so now I have to put it back in.
But
now you know one that's coming.
It's going back in, but that's fine. It's so dynamite.
But if that was one I thought was a throwaway, that's how good that speech is going to be. I thought it was a throwaway, and Matt made me put it back in.
Yeah, no, it has to stay. And is it the opening line again?
Yeah, it's the opening line.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah. If you're not invited to this wedding, please don't show up. But if you are, you should show up because you don't want to miss.
I'm sure there'll be a video that we'll put on the.
Yeah. Everything's going to be recorded, so you don't want to miss out on my wedding.
Unless you didn't get an invite, then you do have to miss out, unfortunately.
Right. But if Brittany can't make it, I'm going to marry Tyler just as like a joke. So that's
because it's all paid for. Right? We have to get our money's worth.
Why waste money? That's what I like to say. So again, thank you for listening. Check us out on Reels at Instagram at Until We Agree. And one last dynamite week on TikTok, unless the Supreme Court does something crazy. This has been Matt from Until We Agree with Hit It Hutch.
You know what it is now.
Okay, well that's not cool because it's Tyler from Until We Agree. Now Hit It Hutch. Jeez.
Thank you for listening. This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.
And now it's Tyler from Until We Agree doing an impression of...
We can't do Matt Damon again.
No, you don't
have downsizing.
You don't have to. Do someone from High School Musical the series.
Okay, name any character. I'll do a perfect impression of them.
Do a character if Matt Damon was cameoing in High School Musical the series.
Okay, hold on. Let me get into character.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay. Hey, what's up, guys from High School the Musical the series? I guess he'd be in the show though.
Yeah,
so
retake. Yep. Yeah, take it back.
Cut. All right. Okay. What's up, guys? Ricky? Is that one of the characters?
That's one.
Ricky?
Yeah.
Hey, Ricky, how would you like to be small like me?
And now I'm Ricky. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll just downsize. And that's improv, baby.